Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Mr. 398 here. So today I'm going to be doing an unboxing and review of the WLmouse QISHA mousepad. First, I'm going to talk about the specs. So the edges are stitched, as you guys can see, and the base is SlimFlex HR. It's basically Japanese forearm form. So you would see this in pretty much every high-end mousepad. And the hardness is X-Soft. So the meaning behind X-Soft is that the softer the pad, the more control you get by pressing down. So it's great for precise movements and micro adjustments. And the size is 490 millimeters by 420 millimeters, and the thickness is 4 millimeters. It's large enough for both low and high sensitivity gamers, in my opinion, while maintaining a compact size on the table. And WLmouse mousepads usually come in 3 different types. So the first one is control, second is balance, and the third is speed. And the version I have is the balanced version, which is a mix of control and speed. So it pretty much offers a mix of smooth glide and stopping power, which is versatile for different playstyles, ideal for flicking shots and tracking, in my opinion. Moving on to the performance and my experience with this mouse pad. So I've had this pad for about a month now, and the speed and glide have been the same since day one. No performance issues whatsoever. And I've tested games such as Apex Legends, Valorant, and Marvel Rivals, and it pretty much performs exceptionally well across all of them. And if you're somebody that plays a mix of fast-paced shooter games like Apex and more control-based shooter games such as Valorant, the balanced version is perfect for you because it gives you a solid balance between control and speed, making it great for a variety of playstyles. And if I had to give a rating for speed and control, I would give 4 stars for speed and 3 stars for control. Now moving on to durability. So the first thing that comes to mind are the stitch edges, which are really good to have on a mousepad because it prevents fraying over time. For example, I've had this Baxi PA mousepad. Now this is a piece of the Baxi PA mousepad, but you get what I mean. So I've had this mousepad for about 4 years now. As you guys can see, the top layer is pretty much starting to come off because I usually have my arm right here, and every time I would move my arm, it would irritate the top layer, and sooner or later it's just gonna come apart like this. But you will never have that type of an issue with a stitched edge mousepad. So if you're looking for mousepads, I will highly recommend you look for a mousepad that have stitched edges. And the next thing I want to mention is that the balance and the speed versions of this pad are highly sensitive to any types of irritation or scratches on the mouse pad. And I will show you guys a photo from the Discord that a user sent. And I don't know how he managed to do this, but I'm guessing he either scratched it or rubbed something on it, and it basically made the fiber of the mouse pad stand up like this. And if this ever happens to you, I would highly recommend that you use an electric razor, and then you kind of go over that area slightly, like very gently, so that the fibers get trimmed out, rather than you use a scissor or something to cut it, because it could further damage the mouse pad. And this would only be an issue for the speed and balance versions, as they have to have a smooth texture, right, to offer that glide. And the control variant would not have this because the top layer has to be a bit rougher to offer that control. So in my opinion, if you have the balance or the speed version, just make sure you're careful. Next, I'm going to talk about where to buy this mouse pad from. So there are a couple places to buy, and I will leave links to everything that I'm talking about. So the first place is the official WLmouse websites, the .com sites and the .eu site. And the second one is the reseller sites, and I will leave the link from WLmouse, where they show the official resellers for all different regions for Europe, Asia, and then US, or like North America and stuff. So the third place, or the last place that I bought this from, is from AliExpress. Now the reason I bought this from AliExpress was I didn't have enough money to buy it on the official site. So on the official site, the final price came to about 45 or something, I think, and at the time I had like 40 to spend, so it was a little bit cheaper on AliExpress, which is the only reason I bought it. But if you are planning on buying the mousepad or anything on the AliExpress, there are some things that you have to look out for. Is that always check for reviews before buying, and then check the exact model if it's listed. If it's not listed or it looks different, just make sure you ask the seller to find out whether it's the real mousepad, or whether it's a knockoff, or whether it's the control variant or the speed variant. Just make sure you contact the seller and you ask them, because you can still get scammed because they can list it as original, they can list it everything identical to what the official site would say, but they could change up one or two lines or change one picture, and then it would be a fake mouse pad, but you wouldn't know because they make it seem identical, right? And I will show you guys an example of that incident happening. So if you guys see this mouse pad, this is the WLmouse mouse pad. So this was a mouse pad that was released in last year, 2024, I think, and there were only a limited number of mouse pads, just like always, but it was even more limited to only Asia, I think. And now you guys can see on the AliExpress site, right? I can, reload it. So it shows 1559. Usually when you type mouse pads on here, so you can find mouse pads for like €1, €3, and then you go check the mouse pad, and it's the size is basically 25 centimeters by 289. So it's not really that big, which is why these mouse pads sell for such cheap prices. But if you look at this mouse pad, it says 45 centimeters by 40 centimeters, which is the same size as the QISHA mouse pad, and it's also 4 millimeters thickness, right, which is the same specs. But if you actually look at the base of the mouse pad, it looks completely different from what the QISHA has. The QISHA has the Japanese program from all the Slim Flex HR, which they advertise. But this mouse pad that they have on AliExpress has this weird cloth-like bottom, right? But every other picture pretty much shows it to be identical to what the original would look like. Now, this is what the original would look like. So if you were to look at the first page, if you look at the front image and this image, you would say, oh wait, they're the same mouse, right? But if you actually check the bottom, it's completely different. It is a completely different mouse pad. Now, this is how no. So you could fall for these scams, which is why you have to be careful when you're buying on AliExpress. Now for the availability of this mouse pad. So this mouse pad came out a while ago, to be honest. It took me a while to make this video. I do apologize for that, but there is a newer version available of this exact same material and the three different types, just the look is different. So this is the newer version that's available, because you can't buy the QISHA version anymore. I'm pretty sure you can buy it. Yeah, it's pretty much sold out. Yep. So this is the only version that you can buy, which is the WLmouse. So this mousepad came out for as a special edition for the Valentine 2025 Valentine. And yeah, it's pretty much the same mousepad, just different look, different artwork. Basically has the three different types: control, balance, and then smooth speed. Same X-off, same bottom, same edges, pretty much identical. So if you guys like how the Valentine mousepad looks, I would highly recommend you guys buy it. And if you're buying from AliExpress, just make sure you're safe and you buy it from a trusted seller. And yeah, just don't get scammed. And now one last thing I want to mention before I end the video is that there was an event from WLmouse called Create the Next Iconic Beast Text Colorway. Basically, they gave these blank templates where you can add a design and you can submit the photo, and afterwards they would pick all the photos and you can vote for one of them, and whatever got the highest votes would be made in real life, basically. And the submission period is over, but day before yesterday, a couple days before, they picked 52 designs, and whatever gets the most votes, as it says, we've received an incredible amount of submissions. Now it's time for you to decide which of the 52 designs will be brought to life on WLmouse BeastX model. And the voting time is until March 14th, and these are the submissions that they selected. If you press the link on the Discord group right here, so this is what it would look like. These are all submissions created by people, and you can vote for one of them, and whatever gets the most votes would be made in real life. And I also submitted my own design, which is this one right here. I call it the WLmouse BeastX Plum Blossom. So these characters are basically Chinese characters, and if you translate them, it means plum blossom. And yeah, if you guys like the design, I would really appreciate it if you guys could vote for 21, because if it gets the most vote, it would be made in real life. So yeah, but if there are other designs that you like, feel free to vote for them. But keep in mind, if a design has a copyright thing, such as this which one is it, this one. So this design over here, there was a couple people typing on Discord saying that this design is pretty much from Pinterest, and we can kind of do that right now to check if it has copyright. Yeah, so this is the design that he used, he or they, whatever they use. So just make sure whatever you're voting for is not copyrighted, because if it's copyrighted, they won't make it in real life, because again, it's copyrighted, right? So make sure you pick a design that is not copyrighted and you like it, obviously. But if you guys want to help your boy out, I would really appreciate it if you guys could vote for 21. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you guys liked the video and you enjoyed it or you found it helpful, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below if you guys voted for 21 or whatever number you voted for, whatever design you like. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.